Meet Kagiso. He's a teacher who is getting ready to receive his students who are returning to school after weeks of lockdown due to the COVID-19 pandemic. COVID-19, a disease caused by the coronavirus, is highly contagious and is spread when fluid droplets carrying the virus are transmitted from one person to another or from objects or surfaces that some of these droplets have caught onto. How can a person get infected with COVID-19? When a COVID-19 infected person coughs, sneezes, or talks, droplets containing the virus are released into the air and then fall onto skin and other surfaces. If a person suspects that they might have been exposed to COVID-19, how will they know if it is COVID-19 or if it is just the common flu? The main symptoms to look out for are fever, dry cough, muscle ache, shortness of breath, tiredness, and diarrhea. The Department of Health officials are performing thousands of tests and screenings daily throughout South Africa. Anyone can contact the toll-free COVID-19 helpline or WhatsApp support service for a screening, and they will refer him or her if they need to get tested. The officials will be taking a small sample from the nose or throat. Luckily, there are many things that we can do as teachers and non-teaching staff to help prevent ourselves and our learners from getting infected with COVID-19. Since hygiene safety starts at home, we must all follow the 7 golden rules and encourage our learners to follow them as well. 1. Wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds each time. Encourage your learners to sing happy birthday twice to make sure they wash their hands for 20 seconds. If soap and water is not available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with at least 70% alcohol content. You must also make sure that all parts of your hands, including in between your fingers, wrists, and palms, are thoroughly washed or covered in hand sanitizer. 2. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth with unwashed hands. 3. Avoid close contact with people who are sick or who display any symptoms of COVID-19. 4. When in public, always practice social distancing, which means keeping a distance of at least 1.5 meters from others. 5. If you are sick, you must stay at home and try to keep a distance from others in your household. Make sure that you don't share items like unwashed eating utensils or personal hygiene items. 6. Cover your cough or sneeze with your flexed elbow or a tissue. Then throw the tissue into a bin with a lid. 7. Your house must be regularly cleaned and all frequently touched objects and surfaces must be regularly disinfected with an alcohol-based disinfectant that contains at least 70% alcohol. The Department of Basic Education has developed guidelines for schools on maintaining hygiene during the COVID-19 pandemic. This document is available on the official South African government website or the Department of Basic Education website. They also developed standard operating procedures for teachers, non-teaching staff, and learners on the coronavirus outbreak in South Africa, which is also available on the Department of Basic Education website. It is essential to have a copy of these guidelines available during the orientation of teachers and non-teaching staff, where they will be instructed on the use of personal protection equipment or PPE, including hand washing soap, alcohol-based hand sanitizer, disinfectant, masks, 2 digital thermometers per school, and heavy-duty cleaning gloves, disposable aprons, and goggles or visors for cleaning staff. To reduce the risk of COVID-19 infection in the classroom, our schools will have to put the following measures in place. Learners must sanitize their hands when entering and leaving a classroom. Learners must be seated at least 1.5 meters apart where possible. It is very important that teachers make sure that there is proper ventilation and a flow of fresh air through the classroom where possible, and that they clean and disinfect frequently touched objects and surfaces, such as tables and chairs, with diluted bleach disinfectant hourly when in use, or less frequently depending on the circumstance. Pens and pencils must not be shared amongst learners or teachers. There should be no sharing of food or eating utensils. Everyone must wear a cloth face mask. Creating a safe and welcoming environment is critical to help our learners achieve their highest potential. We need to create a teaching and learning environment that is as normal as possible during this pandemic. Encouraging positivity throughout these tough times is utterly important. Let's stand together and take responsibility for our personal safety and the safety of our learners.